Hello, this is Will Sullivan with Sullivan Auto Trading, and I'm going to do a quick walk around on this pickup truck. Go over absolutely everything that I see, from tire depth to undercarriage to fender wells to rocker panels, and I'm going to do it panel by panel. I pulled it down here between our store and the Target here, and hopefully we don't get interrupted like this. I think we're okay. All right, so here we go. Starting from the front, moving down on the chrome bumper, I don't see any types of flaws anywhere in here, any type of scratching. Fog lights look like they're in great condition. These tow hooks look like they're in good condition. You know, some light scratching right there towards the top. If you kind of come on this angle here, I'm going to move it back and forth. Pay attention to this area right in here. You'll see a small dime-sized ding. You almost can't really see it unless the light hits it perfect. And then moving along the bottom side of the bumper some more. Looks like it's in very, very good condition. All the plastic looks good through here. And we're going to kind of go and look at the headlight housings here. Very clear. No condensation, water inside of them, no hazing really. They're really crystal clear. And then the one on this side looks just as good. I always try to start here on these grills. They bubble bad on any 08 that I've ever seen. It actually bubbles. And I don't see any, oh, there it is. It's on the other side. So as you come along here, everything looks really, really good. And then you get here, and I don't know what the manufacturing fault was with this foiling, but they just they all do this. I usually see it around the front right here, but this one's it's done over here on the left-hand side, and then a little bit there towards the bottom, but that's the only place I see evidence of it. And the front end of this truck looks really, really good. And then these fog lights are also crystal clear. Looking at the hood, there is a little bit, I call it lot rot, just pollen and dust from sitting out on the lot, but no major dents or major scratches. As we get real close up on the front, there are some really tiny ones here. You almost got to look for them. They kind of disappear, but they're on the front. As you step back a little bit, they're obviously disappear. And we've got a great position in the sun here. The sun's directly in front of us, so it should show every imperfection, especially on this black. The driver's side fender, no damage, no scratches. Looks phenomenal, really. Same with this fender well. Looks really good as well. Let's have a scratch, tiny mark right there. But that whole area of the truck looks really, really good. While we're here, I had to pull it through the mud a little bit. We'll get a shot of the inside. We do a 3M undercoat on everything, so that's what you're looking at here. That's why everything is nice and clean and black. But if you've ever looked at, spray painted rust, it looks like black rust. There's no scaling or anything like that. Underneath of this truck looks good, really good, which is expected for 40,000 miles. See if I can get a shot up underneath of it. Right up here. There's some undercoating, but looks good. I'll try to get a better view from underneath, from the other side when I get there. Along that frame. It's just some light rusting, but I don't think it's anything to really worry about. All right, hopping up. Wheel looks really good. You talked about some of that chalking that happens with these wheels, and I don't see any here. This wheel looks really good. Maybe starting right here, and then right in there, and then maybe right there. Other than that, when you step back and you get an overall shot of the wheel, it looks really good. So Tires are in great condition. Just kind of stick my finger down in here. I'd say probably about 11/32 of an inch, 12 maybe. So steer tires look really good on this. Moving along to the door. This is the driver's door. Just gonna pan up and down and then point out anything. These aren't cracked. These are in good shape too. These wind guards. This A-pillar looks good. No scratches or major damage or dents. And this door looks really good. That's just pollen. This pollen's awful. I fight this every year this time. Everything starts blooming up. Open the door here and check out this rocker panel. Looks great. Moving along to the driver's side passenger door. No scratches or dents, at least major ones. It does have a little pollen on it, so here's a tiny scratch. I feel it a little bit, so a wet sand may not take that out, but there's a good chance that it will too. So far from the tip of this vehicle back to the passenger or driver's side rear door, for an 08, I mean, I don't think you can ask for a better looking truck. I mean, whoever had it took really good care of it. And go down here and hit the cab corners a little bit. You know, where these pinch welds are notorious for corroding, they actually look really good. So cab corner looks good. Gotta get a shot in there. So we come up here. So everything looks good there. Pop the gas door. No evidence of rust there. Everything looks good inside as well. All right, starting from this, from the driver's side, bedside. No scratches and no major dents. Just gonna pan along this. They had some type of, oh, there it is, right in the back. They have a tonneau cover, soft, and then this is the rail system with the buttons, but it's being stored in the back. Get some of this pollen off. It's got a little imperfection right there in the paint. That may wet sand or buff off. It looks like, to me, it looks like somebody tried to touch that up at some point. And it got a little bit of dirt in it through the years, but a wet sand and buff might take care of that. This whole bedside looks great. I don't see any scratches or major dents here, and then most importantly, where rocks and stuff are kicked up, always try to get a shot down here, and it looks great. Really looks good. Taillights are in great shape. No condensation, no scratching, no cracking. Go ahead and come along here. Hit this tailgate. These also foil up or have that issue. I don't see any foiling there. Just, I don't know if that's just from fingernails, or it's probably more than less likely what it is from fingernails there. But that's in pretty good shape. And then your Ford emblem. These are notorious for just losing all the blue and everything, and that looks good. Looks like it's got some custom pinstriping there too, and that's actual paint. Moving on down to the hitch. Corrosion wise, it's not corroded. It looks great. Really good shape. And then the plastic for this is not scratched up. Very clean. There's a dent. So right here is a dent in the bumper. It's small, very small. So we can get a view of it if we step back. You can see that when you step back a little bit, but and then your sensors. So outside that little dink, the back bumper looks great. Your exhaust tips, your back. Looks like we are missing, unless it fell inside there, the light. So I'll get with our service department and see if that just fell off, and if the connector just fell back there, or if they have one on order. I know there are a couple small things to complete this truck, and that may be one of them. So moving along this side, very clean, no scratching, no major dents along the bed. Now this flare, start from the top of the flare and just kind of work our way down. No major scratching, no dents so far. Bigger, better angles so you can see my ugly mug in the reflection. Looks like there was some touch-up done right here. So it's low enough, and actually the touch-up was done, considering what, some of the things I see that come in with touch-up paint, not too bad. They stayed in the lines pretty good. That could probably be wiped clean a little better, but looks pretty good. Shot it underneath of the rear fender well in the frame, and then the pinch welds on the bed. Oh, and while I was back here, I was gonna get a shot of that rear end for you. Come around and get a shot of the rear of this caliper. Got some corroding on the outside of the shocks, but that'll go away if you ever replace those shocks. But backing plates seem to have a little bit of light rusting on the backing plates, but this is stuff that typically is the first thing to rust. And for an 08, I'm pretty impressed. In Virginia, we get our fair bit of salt water brine and salt spread down here. These rear drive tires are in great shape. Lots of meaty tread on there. And they come along the back. And then this is what I was telling you about. Looks like some type of liner was put in this, some type of spray-in liner. It's starting to, somebody drug something across it and tore it a little bit, but I'm sure that doesn't compromise the bed. And then those were the 4 bolts I was telling you about. But I don't know if that's, if those come out, and then some type of plate goes on there, or if these are merely the what bolts this frame to the bed. So that's not my area of expertise, but the rest of this bed looks pretty good. And of course you have your soft tonneau cover up there. So you have your touch up here. Now we're to the passenger side rear door, starting from the top. No scratches, no major dents. This door looks really, really good. Side pan. I don't see any imperfections on this door. Ah, there's one. Right when I say that. Tiny, let's see if I can even get it to come up. It's right there. It's real small. Looks like that area was touched up, and these 3 areas were touched up, but it looks good though. You can't really see it when you step back. And then going to the passenger door. Looks good. Looks like there was a dent and some touch-up paint done right here. But I don't see any other imperfections there. Side mirrors, the outside plastics aren't scratched. They look pretty clean. Some white speckles right here. That's just not overspray, but that's the compound when they buff these cars. Sometimes it throws a little bit of it. And the glasses are very clean too. No cracks or anything like that. And then all of your rubber and weather strippings throughout this car are in good shape. Passenger side fender, starting from the top. It's good. Well, looks good too. And a shot. See inside here. Now, I didn't get the rear wheels, so I'm going to go ahead and get a shot of this and then go back and do the rear wheels. Great condition like the first one. Couple little spots. I'll zoom into them. One there, and one there. But and then one right there. But it seems like it's mostly right around that center lug cover, but the wheel itself, it looks looks great. Tires are in good shape. These running boards are in great shape. They have the caps, which I don't know why these fall off a running board so much, but it has both of them. And then this rear wheel looks awesome. I'd say it's holding a little water or something down there just from driving it, but the Ford emblem that embodies the center of this, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be chrome or if it's actually supposed to be blue and just fading, but got a couple, one little spot there, but I mean, you take two steps back on these wheels, I mean, you really have to stare at them to find the imperfections. And then this last wheel that we skipped somehow, it also looks great. And moving along. Obviously these tires are the same condition steer tires as the other, and we're back to the front of the truck. So with all things considered, I'll give you my opinion of the outside of this truck. One, it's an 08, so everything has to be relative. If I had to compare this to other 08s and other 08s that I see come and go, I'd say this is a very, very well taken care of truck. If it's perfection you're looking for in an 08, it's obviously not perfect, but it's got such small little things. And the overall condition of the truck just way outshadows that little stuff. So I think it's a really, really great truck. A couple little things, but stuff that could definitely be overcame if you had to have it perfect. So cracking the door, I'm going to remove the paper floor mats. Start from the driver's door. Super clean. No scratching. The pictures are, let me pop that key out. The pictures are a great representation of the overall condition of this truck. So carpets, this side. And we do a great job detailing them, but you know, a clean truck's a clean truck. Steering wheel is top here, which normally wears, is in great condition. All the buttons are in great condition. Same with your radio buttons, pedal adjust, trailer brake, all your auxiliary switches, radio knobs. It's really, really great. Headliner. And this is awesome because this actually comes equipped with our rear entertainment. Let's just get a shot back here of the rear entertainment unit. I doubt this was even used. I mean, it's that clean. Shot of the screen. And then a shot from the back seat of the front cab. And the clean headliner. Middle console is not worn, doesn't have an arm print, any arm print wear or anything like that. Kind of see the vacuum lines in the carpet. The back seats are in great shape. Folding this down, I mean, it's just very clean. Try to one second. I'm gonna put the phone down. Panels here all look good. Bottoms of the door and weather strippings look good on the outside. It's impressive. Just not much you can say about it. It's just very well taken care of, very clean. I'll go ahead and crank it for you. I'll put the phone on the outside. Maybe you can hear the motor. Let's see. So when we got the truck in, it was stuck in four-wheel drive. The actuator had quit. We replaced the four-wheel drive actuator. And also, it's very common, for whatever reason, for these radiators to leak. They typically leak in the corners here of these radiators. So what we did is we pressure tested it when it came in. We did find a leak and we replaced the radiator. So that's been done. Other than that, this truck checked out really, really well in our shop. Last thing I'm going to try to do is get under here from this angle, and then a shot of the rear from this side. You see, now I'm just sticking the phone under there. I can't really get under here, but I zoomed up on what appeared to be a little bit of a wet spot, but I don't know if that was where you serviced that or what. So hopefully that gives you a better look at this vehicle other than pictures. I think for an 08, it's a very nice truck. Definitely one to keep on your short list. I'll have it parked out here for a little bit and wait to hear back from you in case you need me to run out and check anything else. But again, you can reach me on my cell phone, 703-926-8834, 703-926-8834. I'm gonna get one shot of the cab lights and at the top of this thing. And then this piece that goes right here, they all fade, but it's lost its black hue. It's kind of that kind of faded gray, which is, they make some products you can put on this to restore them, or you can restore them with heat, but it is consistent all the way across, so it doesn't really stand out. All right, that kind of wraps this video up. Thank you for the opportunity. Please let me know if I can get you any other information. Again, Will Sullivan, Sullivan Auto Trading, 703-926-8834. Thank you.